Happy Mercury direct. All planets are actually direct if you check today's mundane horoscope chart. I'm really happy to be able to tap into the collective energy at the moment and see what messages we can glean with the help of tarot and oracle cards. Stick around, let's get to it. Welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy that you're here with me today. This is not a pick a card reading, it is a general collective message. I'm trying to understand what the fresh wave of energy is about, what is coming up next for the collective under this really challenging geopolitical situation during a time of massive transition for the majority of us. I'm going to begin by first pulling some cards from the Affirmators Tarot. It is actually one of the most positive and empowering decks that I own, and I haven't been using it so much. And today it just spoke to me. I just felt very drawn towards it, and I decided to use it. So let's see. It's also a little bit cartoony. It has some playful drawings, and I just think that more laughter, more fun is necessary to pour into the collective. So we're working a little bit with our own intentions and willpower. We're working on the energy at the moment. But let's see what is given. So first off, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, this is Jupiter energy. This is number 10. The more I look at this card, the more enthusiastic I'm starting to feel, the more happy. You see as well this abundance of pinks, reds, and yellows. Wow, this talks about the lower chakras. So there is a lot of dysregulation that is happening at the moment in our bodies regarding our reproductive organs, our capacity to excrete. There is also an imbalance happening in our sacral chakra, so our tummies, our stomachs might actually be giving us some important clues. But then the energy is moving forward, it's gathering momentum, and it's going all the way in between the rib cages. I feel that some of you might have even had some back pains around this region, so around the back of your rib cage, and maybe underneath the ribs as well. I feel a lot of you had some tummy aches, some tummy problems. Some of you might have been feeling low on your usual sex drive as well. If the sacral chakra is stuffed or blocked or in a process of being transmuted, then you might not be feeling so creative, so full of energy, or so sexed up, because these are the areas ruled by Swadhisthana. And also with Muladhara, the root chakra, generally in the collective at the moment, we are fearing a lot of things. The unknown is becoming so big and almost like enveloping. But I think that the resounding message with the Wheel of Fortune here is that goodness, luck, and growth will prevail. This is all happening for our collective growth. Look back on the period of the French Revolution. That was again a moment when Pluto in Capricorn switched from Pluto in Aquarius. And indeed, there were some violent bloodsheds, but the power of the people, the power of the masses that have been kept in hunger, that have been kept in sallow working conditions, ultimately prevailed and toppled the 1%. I'm not saying that this is exactly what's going to happen, but there will be a shift of power from the hands of governmental institutions into the hands of the masses. We, the people, we have the power, increasingly more so. But you know how it gets really dark right before a big breakthrough? How, for example, in the creation of a star, all of this black mass energy is sucked and then it explodes into the star. This is the same process that is happening at the moment. It's getting increasingly worse. It's like fears are piling up on top of the other, and then Jupiter starts spinning the Wheel of Fortune and it liberates. It just creates this massive sigh of relief and all of the tension, the fears, the blocks, the limitation, the caging, the chaining energy that Capricorn has been dishing out into the collective since 2008. Guys, this is a 15-year-long process that is close to completing. All of that energy is going to finally pop. Now, it's very difficult to assert how it will pop and in what way, but with the Wheel of Fortune here, I'm here to let you know that massive, fresh, re-energized, growth, positive energy is coming into the collective. Let the chips fall where they may, but ultimately, I think that each one of us is going to be given a new lease of life, a new lease on energy. 444, when I said that, God bless new spiritual foundations. This is my sign for the new spiritual foundation that we are all waking up to and gradually working day by day to implement. Now let's see the other card. Oh my God. Beautiful energy. What was I saying about the solar plexus chakra, Manipura? And there is a dove that just landed on my window. Wow. And it's also an incredibly sunny day for a winter's day here in Romania, where I'm filming this from. We have here Leo energy, strength. Leo energy in the last couple of months, actually the whole year in 2021, has been pummeled to the ground. It's like we weren't allowed to be at our shiniest, at our brightest, at our most invigorating, at our most solar. It's almost like our identity was stifled. It was brought down to the ground. Whenever you felt like, oh, things are starting to get better, some piece of information came through that made you really doubt, why should you be happy? Why should you be seeking happiness? This is because Saturn in Aquarius is the opposite from the astrological wheel from Leo, and it's been really putting on the pressure. The effort to actually maintain happiness has been really taking a lot of our energy away. It's so hard to even put into this words. The more I'm trying to tap into this energy, the more I feel like I don't want to talk. I just want to go and crawl under the bed sheets. This is what we've been feeling. Challenge after challenge, obstacle after obstacle. Whenever we thought things were getting better, boom, it's like the hope was delayed. And this can be incredibly difficult on the human spirit, but it will not crush us. We are strong, and this whole process has been working in a very intense way to make us even more stronger, even more emotionally resilient. So we have here the Sun and Jupiter, Sagittarius and Leo. And at the moment in the sky, if you have a look, there are very few planets in fire signs. So our sexuality, our connection to spirit, our direct flamed up connection to spirit, our sense of passion, our sense that we can move around and have a lot of freedom and we can experience life as an adventure has been completely dimmed down, has been watered down and grounded with all of the Neptune and Pisces, Jupiter and Pisces energy. Then we have Pluto and Capricorn, Uranus and Taurus. Now the North Node has joined Taurus as well. And there's a lot of energy leaking out from Scorpio with the South Node in Scorpio. Actually, today, when I'm filming this reading, the moon is in Aries. So there is a little bit of fire. There is a little bit of this primordial energy pouring back into the collective and living us. I'm so excited that I can't even I need to really parse quickly through my words. But this is the energy, and I really want you guys to hold this. So if you're starting to feel excited as well, hold it. Hold it within your heart. Allow this energy to float from all of the lower points in your body here to the heart, because this has been the most wounded place in the collective. The higher vibration of Leo is the heart. This is the star at the center of our cosmos, around which all the other planets are rotating. The star, the sun, Leo energy, this is all about shining your light even when the situation is chaotic and everything is turning around you and you don't even know when will the Wheel of Fortune stop, in what direction should we go. Keep turning, keep attracting, keep taking good care of yourself, keep nourishing the people around you, keep being kind with people around you even when times are difficult. In difficult times, that's exactly when we need to be at our best and at our brightest. Now, let's see what the oracle cards have to say. This has been such an empowering message. I'm so happy that I actually took the time to sit down and allow Spirit to guide me to do this reading for you today. So let's see what oracle cards have to say as well. I'm pulling some cards at the moment from the dream reading cards. They have a dream part and an oracle part. So let's see what is coming out. I see the card, but it's all the way up there. Nature, Gaia. So a deep connection with nature is going to freshen up any mental health problems, any deregulations, any feelings of inflammation in your body, any feeling of sadness. Please just go outside, take a walk in the park, buy some houseplants. I know it sounds ridiculous during this time to think, yeah, the world is burning and the collective is on fire, but I should just buy some houseplants, Lexi. I'm not saying this to sound sarcastic, but sometimes in difficult situations, when our minds are stressed out, we don't see the most obvious, simplest solution. Sometimes just putting your fingers into the earth can be like you're recharging yourself, because you are organic matter. There is organic matter around you, but unfortunately most of us live our lives surrounded by the creations of man. We are living in concrete places surrounded by electricity, when actually we should be outside with our feet on the land, touching all sorts of plants, all sorts of grass, flora, fauna, because we are part of it and it is part of us. But due to the creations of society, due to civilization and progress, we've gradually become increasingly disconnected from that. And it's a process of rewilding yourself. I also have this card which speaks about communication. Here are the key messages. What are you having difficulty communicating? Do you feel emotionally disconnected? What is not working smoothly in your life? You could actually sit down with pen and paper and try to come up with certain answers to these questions. It's almost as if there is some sort of divine masculine integration in everybody's hearts. With Pluto and Capricorn, Pluto represents the father, the ancestry, authority, the rule of the land, unflinchable limits. It is the energy of Kronos, Father Time. So I think a lot of us are doing deep father healing at the moment. A lot of us are patching up wounds regarding our assertiveness, our capacity to stand up for ourselves, our competence. A lot of us have been going through deeply challenging workplace situations, power plays at work, throwdowns, put downs, all sorts of situations that made you vulnerable in the workspace environment. It was a very eat or be eaten, kill or be killed kind of situation, cutthroat situations in institutions, a lot of hidden things, a lot of secrets. I think that a lot of these things are going to come up to the surface as soon as Pluto hits Aquarius. But at the moment, we're still doing this deep father healing, this integration of our divine masculine energy. And this concerns you whether you are a man or a woman. Women also have this animus inside of themselves, which they need to integrate to form a whole being. And men, obviously, they're also biologically connected to this more male energy, even though a lot of them are working against this energy, as we see in the case of individuals that choose to be part of the LGBTQ community and live very different lifestyles. So we have here communication. Communication has been remarkably, and this is the paradox at the moment in the collective, communication has been lacking, unclear, mysterious. There's been a lot of ghosting, a lot of things left unsaid, a lot of people pretending to be somebody who they're not, fake identities, even identity thefts online. There is something happening here with so much information and so much communication. We're being bombarded with so many tidbits and facts and big data and random clips and, you know, a lot of things that we're meant to react to, that it leads to a general impoverishment of true conversations where we generally take the time to be brave enough to put our feelings into words, to be open enough to be honest and transparent with what we want to say and do and be and achieve. There's also been a deep what is the word I'm trying to get here? It's kind of like a a deformity of the freedom to speak your mind, due to all of these put downs and all of these clapbacks and people being cancelled left and right and being shut down. We see at the moment how difficult and how painful it is to express our opinions, even when these opinions can be unpopular opinions. But it's almost as if the fun and the pleasure of speaking has been drained out of the collective. And this is what Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring back. Now, I've been trying to shuffle from this High Priestess Oracle for a while now, but it's like she doesn't want to come out. I feel like the divine feminine energy has been deeply disrespected. And look, the card that comes out is Portal. Infinite mind, awaking consciousness. And we see here a beautiful correspondence with Leo energy. We see here with the communication card and integrating the divine masculine and how we speak with assertiveness, with confidence, with clarity. And also we see as well this gorgeous yellow orange palette, which speaks about the healing of our sacral chakras, our creative and sexual abilities, and also a healing of our confidence, the solar plexus chakra. So gradually we're going to stand more in our power. And as this portal is waking up, this could have been actually the 2nd February 2022 portal, the energetic portal that I felt in my dreams very strongly, that a lot more light was pouring into the collective. We have here infinite mind, awakening, and consciousness. Yes, we're all coming together. You might not believe it, but collectively we're all coming together. Even as we are apart, this need to come together is becoming increasingly more like you can taste it, visceral, you can taste it, you can feel it. It's on the tip of our tongues. We want to connect, we crave to connect, and we're gonna get our power back. Let's see right now what the Pure Magic Oracle has to say. Oh my God, this is such fantastic energy. Please ride the wave with me. So let's see the Pure Magic Oracle. Wow, banyan blessings. This is so beautiful. The banyan tree, the sacred banyan tree, under which if you lie, you can truly connect with the ancestors. You can truly plug into the power that resides in the earth and that never left, All these fears that at the moment we are suffering from are delusions of the ego. The fact that another country wants to declare war on another country, that's human ego, that's hubris at play. That is the devil energy, and the devil hasn't thankfully showed up in the card today, but that is the lower side of the Pluto and Capricorn transit. The higher side is building new structures. It's like the collective is gaining a new spiritual skeleton upon which we can build the brave new world that Pluto and Aquarius is going to bring through, which will be strongly related, my loves, with the exploration of the cosmos. So we have here security, the hermit, expansion and stability. Believe it or not, but in this isolation, in this really difficult time, you haven't only been healing, but you've also been expanding your consciousness. And this process has been so necessary on our individual levels so that we can all come up and claim our right to sit at the table, to no longer choose to be outside of society looking in or making fun of the fabric of social society and how it has been decaying, but to genuinely be so angered up, be so determined to say, you know what? I want to make a difference. This has got to stop. Enough is enough. And this is the activation of that powerful inner light, that strength. I've got the power. I'm going to connect with people that also have the power. And together we're going to come as a tribe and we're going to shine our light. And we are not going to let the mofos win. We also have here Bridget. This is beautiful because we celebrated Imbolc on the 1st of February. So there she is. She's still with us in the collective. Saint Bridget, the saint of the holy flame. So we have her here. Psychic Flame 333. This is your significant angel love number. Google it for an additional love message. Sacred Milk and Druid Magic. Emotional connections are going through a deep change and healing. Venus in Capricorn has left us all completely worn out, exhausted, tired. We don't even know what love is anymore. We don't even know the purpose of it. We thought we were doing great leaps forward in our self-love, but then this Venus really set us back. because the depth of this transit has been bone deep, marrow deep. So we had to really work on the deepest the deepest aspects of ourselves. Why did I pronounce that like that? I don't know, it's so strange. Because Venus in Capricorn was not only in the realm of Saturn, but also conjunct Pluto, the god of the underworld. So it's kind of like we worked at the darker recesses of our mind, of our bodies, and of our emotions. A lot of you wrote me to say that you've been experiencing pains in your bodies during this Venus retrograde that has just completed. And indeed, this is because emotionally we are processing so much. But now we're coming out into the light, and you see Bridget's flaming hair. You see the green as well, heart chakra energy. So root chakra, safety, connects with heart and explodes into power. Now, to wrap up this gorgeous messages, and I love to see how wonderfully these energies are represented also in the astrological transit and into the deities that we've been celebrating in this period. Let's see from the Sacred Whispers Oracle, what affirmations can I leave you with? What beautiful messages of encouragement can you say? What maybe even mantras you might say? Let's see. So we have this card over here, and it says, we're all just trying to get back to where we came from. A lot of you are awakening to your cosmic past, to your star seeds energy, figuring out where you come from, whether it is Orion, whether it is Alcyon, whether it is Betelgeuse, whichever star energy you're coming from, a lot of you are waking up to this consciousness at the moment. And this is ultimately what will bring us together from a different, higher level perspective than in the past. We also have here, accept the gifts from the universe. You deserve all of the beautiful things in your life. Yes, this is the wonderful gift of Pluto's transit in Capricorn. You are deserving to be here. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of the material world because you're part of it. And you, through everything that you do each day, you constitute in its creation on an emotional, physical, mental, communicative level. Everything you say, you do, you feel, you breathe into, you're building the world together with all the other 8 billion souls on this planet, and also with all the other souls that have departed and are now living in the world beyond the veil. And let's see as well what the universe has your back and the SuperAttractor deck has to say. I like to do my own mix, so I have them both mixed up together. Maybe these messages you can say them to yourself, or you can come back and bookmark this reading, and whenever you feel a little bit low or you don't understand what's happening in the collective, use this video to make yourself understand the beauty of what is happening and see beyond the ego-based illusions. So this is the card, and it says, I let the universe catch up with my dreams. You can make beautiful things come true. And then we also have here this card. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. Do you see here the theme of worth, the theme of learning to receive? Not doing so much, but receiving, or doing from a sense of heart rather than from a sense of actually taking action and pushing things to happen, allowing things to organically flow together, being more patient with yourself and with other people, being kinder with yourself and other people, allowing life and the universe to surprise you. This is also the gift of Uranus and Taurus at the moment. So these are the messages that I had for you, my loves, my loves. Remember, we're all part of a beautiful, fierce, resilient soul tribe. It's truly a pleasure to have you as part of my crew. I love you all so much. This is also one of my favorite cards. This Leo looks so cute. So I really want to blast you with light. Have a wonderful rest of the week or weekend, more like it. And I hope to see you on my next one. Ciao.